Welcome back to Big Game Bob. Sooners rescuing the Big 12 and the Cowboys in Tulsa. Hey, let me start with you today, Richard. Big story this week. The Attorney General, outgoing Attorney General Edmondson, says this whole Oklahoma juvenile affairs business that was created by the media appeared to be out by the media. We criticize that because they held the story for a long time. But says there was nothing wrong with that. Do you agree with that?
Well, there may not have been anything illegal, criminally wrong. I trust the AG on that. But the whole matter stinks, Colby. Okay, we've been talking on this show now for the last 5 years about transparency in government, about conference committee reports. This was one of those deals. I seriously question the whole serious process. If you can go to dinner with a lobbyist and a senator that happen to be having a close personal relationship, and the next thing the bid comes out to them, there's something wrong. There's also another story here at work, folks. It's the make work jobs at the insurance department for 3 ex-legislators that were anti-government. Here we go again. Let's bring out some transparency in government.
Right, welcome all the thousands of Republicans that have come to town to go to work for government. It really is a story we need to take. But hey, listen, this is one of those deals, Colby. Is this media hype? Is there not other things that are more important in this story that than the Attorney General says is no big deal?
No, to Richard's point, probably nothing illegal occurred here, but it doesn't look right. I think to the public out there, when you see somebody, had an affair at the Capitol between a lobbyist and a senator, and then maybe something came out of it, that just doesn't look right. Was it hyped up by the media? No doubt. There's no doubt that I think that occurred. How you can have a senator of the state legislature actually help you get a contract, which the Attorney General says did not happen, and I do trust his judgment. That part, I agree with Richard, is wrong, and just even the perception of it is wrong.
Hey, Tuesday, you guys come back to town, but you're not staying. For people who don't understand this process, you come to town for one day, you don't come back until February. Why?
It's honestly, most of the legislative calendar is mandated or dictated by the Constitution of Oklahoma. We come back this Tuesday. I say come back. Richard and I are, we're local here. But the legislature will convene. We'll have organizational day. We'll elect a speaker. January will be busy at times with pre-session type of work, maybe some preliminary hearings. Richard and I both had final language due in all of our legislation that we filed this past Thursday, and then we'll get officially busy, I believe, February 7th is when I think the actual first day is.
And when you come to town this year, regardless of popularity, what's the most important thing that needs to be done in the legislative session this year?
Well, in any legislative session, it's the budget. Of course, I predict that the budget is not going to be the big crisis that everybody thinks it is. Revenues are up because oil and gas revenues are up. Are going to cover the cost. It's going to be about the same as last year. But, folks, we got redistricting this year. They're going to reapportion all the districts. Republicans are in control. The Democrats don't have any say in this. So, folks, keep your eyes tuned. But one of the things that's really coming down the pipe, folks, is that my friends on the right are going to try to privatize government. The big issue is going to be pensions, whether it's a defined benefit or defined contribution. There is a major difference here. They're going to try to take government money and give it to their friends in the private sector.
All right, speaking of government money, you got a president out there whose numbers are not great, and you've got, all of a sudden this last week, gas prices going up, food prices going up, the insurance companies, health insurance, it's going to cost a lot of money. Is this really portend bad for Barack Obama?
Well, it's too early to tell that. For example, the unemployment rate now is at the lowest it's ever been in 2 years. The stock market had a 12% gain last year over the previous year, which was a 12% gain. We have a long way to go. But commodities is where everybody's going with their investments. The dollar is still down. The oil and gas segment industry knows that commodities are a great hedge against the economy. But major oil companies are really controlling the price of gas. And a lot of people don't believe that, but I believe it's true.
Yeah, but there's food. There's all kinds of signals out there that does not look good for the president. It's almost like, can you say it, 79?
No, I would agree with you, Scott, and not to mention this week, you look at the poll numbers this past week on Obama, he had this fantastic lame duck Congress and got really no bounce out of it. I mean, he gets Don't Ask Hotel, he gets unemployment benefits extended, so really some major constituencies there of his where you would think they would be, and he gets no bounce out of it. So I think if gas continues to rise and prices continue to rise across the board, he's in trouble.
All right, real quickly, name out in the media this week that perhaps it's going to be Justice Jerry Eskins. What do you think?
Listen, if she was too liberal for the governor's mansion, she's too liberal for the bench. Only 40% of Oklahomans approved of her. It'd be a travesty to see her on the court. I'm sorry to say it, but it would be.
Justice Askins?
Well, I think it's very much possible. The Governor Henry, has a few more days left in office. He's going to appoint her or Norma Gurich or the other fella. I know Jerry Askins. I think she'd make a great judge. I know Judge Gurich. So I applaud Governor Henry for trying to get this through in the last few days.
Wow. Okay. Well, we'll see.
Should be Fallon's appointment. Should be Fallon's
If it's Governor Fallon's appointment, it'll be interesting to see. All right, back to you.